Okay, so it's time to change out the spark plug on your trusty 029 Super because it ain't running right, and man, off comes the boot and the coily spring. First step in this, keep calm. It's an easy fix. Okay, so first step, go ahead and... Okay, first step, get the plug out of the way, free up some workspace. This one isn't terrible, but we'll get rid of it. Okay, now this is going to be hard to film. I'm trying to do this one-handed. You'll get it. Take your boot. We got to slide our boot on over top of this wire down as far as we can get it to go. Alright, I'll come back in a second when I've got the boot on. Okay, so you've tried to slide your boot over here and that's just not working. You gotta get the boot on first. So now we're gonna pull our recoil cover and we're gonna pull our ignition. Okay. This is looks like this one is a one-piece boot. Well, this one might come off here. Yep, one-piece plug wire on this one. So we're just gonna have to fight it. We'll leave that for now. That will get us a little bit of extra wiggle room, which we're gonna need. So, back to fighting this on. Good luck. Okay, so you hopped on the struggle bus, you rode it out, you've got the boot over your wire. Congratulations, the worst part is done. Now, we've got to get this doohickey on here. We got to hook this little hooky in through the jacket of our plug wire. Now, there's already going to be a hole there. That makes it pretty easy. But that hole's already wallowed out and let go. So we got to pierce it through and make a new hole. Put it on with a pair of pliers. I'll come right back. Okay, friends, the struggle bus is speeding up. We're getting shit done now. You've got your spark plug connector pierced through. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to take some electrical tape, wrap it. That helps hold it on. You're going to love that part when we get to sliding the boot over. Okay, so we've got some tape over our spark plug connector, holding that on securely. Now, we grab our boot and we just simply kind of feed that up and in there until we get somewhere around there. Now we're going to grab a plug. We're just going to use this used one. I don't want to open another package on this saw just yet. We're going to go through and do a full diagnosis on this saw. And probably going to be a full rebuild. Okay, so that looks like that works. But before we put it in, we're going to make sure it works. So take a short piece of copper wire, we're going to wrap this part around here. We're going to stick this end onto the block somewhere, but not until we get our ignition put back on. So, find your screws, crawl around on the floor, get them located. Then we want to find some paper about 40 thousandths thick. Business card works great if you got one. Otherwise, just use a piece of cardboard or something from your spark plug box. It'll be close enough. So, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we've got our 2 screws started. We've got our electrical connections made. Our screws are not tight, they are still loose because we need to wiggle this. Now it helps if you're putting this on in the off position from the magnets. Slide your piece of cardstock in here. This is just a lockout tag that was on the saw for when it was decommissioned. Now we rotate it until the magnets grab. Just press that forward a little bit. Lock them down. Okay, good enough. Don't make them too tight. Too tight is loose. We're just going to check that we have good flywheel rotation. We have good flywheel rotation. Okay. We're going to put our test wire on. We'll come right back. Okay. We've got our test wire hooked up. Grounded into the cylinder. Make sure your ignition is on. We put our recoil cover back on. And we're going to give it a quick little pull. As you can see, we have spark. Yay, spark. Now, take your test wire out, put your plug in, snap the cap on. We'll see if we can get it to start. Okay, we put our plug back in and we pulled and we pulled and we pulled until we thought we were going to have a heart attack. We know we've got spark, but there is no boom. So, we're going to have to do a diagnosis, but not today. See you guys later.